Hi, this is Neo Street back again. I decided to try to make the video shorter by waiting till I got to see if I did well enough to get to a break where the second break. So I did well enough so far. I'm currently in 19th place. And in setting up the windows, I decided to go back to how I originally had it with the just focusing on the area of the lobby that shows the places and not the payouts. But I can mention the payouts verbally. And so I thought that'd be more exciting because if I can get to the final table, you'll see that in the list of places. So right now, the next payout is 158,000 for 32nd place. And so I'm hoping to ladder up and get to the final table, which would mean I'd be one of the last 9 players left in the tournament, and it started. Well, there's 440 entries. That doesn't mean 440 different people, because a fair number of people who bust out while the late registration period is still going on rebuy, re-enter. So this tournament had 353 individual people playing it, but there were 87 re-entries. So the tournament should resume shortly, and we'll see if I can get to that final table and show you how the lights come on. All right, that's a crap hand, so I'll fold with extreme prejudice. So some people have funny screen names. This guy to my right is cute as candy, or girl, probably a girl, unless it's the name of his cat. You can put images on your. I didn't decide to do that, so I've always just been just my name, my handle, that is Neo Street, with nothing, no picture or avatar of any kind. Yeah, what happens in this interface is if you hover your cursor over, you can see where the people come from. So Cute as Candy is in the United States. Grinch is United States. Miguel is Portugal. Big Blind, US. Ben is Brazil. That's what people often do. They just take the first word that they can make out of the name and don't say the whole name. So Sven is US. And Rudy is Canada. And me, I'm United States. So this often when there's been a break and it resumes, things take a long time for some reason. So this, you can see this, the action was on this guy. You can see there's like a timer where there's a time, like a shot clock in basketball, where you have to act within that time frame or you get auto folded. So Rudy pumped it up to half his stack, putting half his stack on the line. Probably get 2 folds and take it on down. There's 1 fold. Drum roll. No, actually, the longer it takes, they're either trying to figure out the exact amount to bet or raise, or they're just waiting and waiting, and they're just gonna be sat out. So the software sat. You see how it said sitting out and it came right back. He let that happen, and then he clicked to say he was back. So this is a suited. This is what they call a suited connector, where it's the same suit and the numbers, the denomination are 1 apart. Suited connectors are good, but not when you're in your early position. Right now, I'm in fairly early position in the table. It's 1, 2, 3. I was the 4th to act, so wow, Rudy's really throwing his weight around here. So that can backfire. Okay, 2 jacks is good. So maybe I should have raised it up, but I'm just gonna call and see what happens. So right now, I'm looking at the right-hand side, I'm in 15th place. So I already bumped up a money jump. So it's now the money next batter is 178 grand. So the first place prize, they show it here, is 1.68 million. So my jacks beat anything that paired here, so I'll bet. And hope I can take down a big pot. Now I'll double my bet. Okay, I forced him off the hand, so I now have 27,000 in chips. Oh man, I'm getting some good cards. You might see me at the final table, folks. So right now I'm at position 12. Wow. So Rudy is really pushing his weight around. That's repping aces, so I want to get to that final table, so I'm not going to throw 9 grand into the fire potentially, so I'm just going to fold and we'll see what he had. He's repping aces. Let's see if he had them. Oh, he had the same thing I did. Well, I think I still made the right play. Oh, yeah, I definitely did because this Sven guy won the main pot somehow. What did he get? Oh, a pair of queens. Huh. So I'm glad I folded. So this is another fold. So right now I dropped down one spot to 13th place. Okay, so the next money jump goes from 178 to 197. That's when if you get to the 18th place. So if I can stay where I am, I'm gonna get to the one. Oh, did I say 87? It's 197. And then the next one from that is only 3 up, and that's 216 grand. And then if you go 3 up, if you ladder up 3 more spots, it's 238K. So I like it when it's easy. There's no brain power involved in folding an ace deuce. So no brain cells were harmed in this decision. So as I said in one of my earlier videos, sometimes you're lucky if you get crap hands because you're just going to fold them. That's what you should do. And that can sometimes make you last longer. So one thing I find a little annoying about this window here with the places is it keeps I highlight my name so I always can see what's going on, my alias. But what it does is, I'd like to see what the number one thing is. So you have to move it yourself if it bounces out. So right now, the first place has, see how it just did that? It's just so annoying. When there are only this many left, they should just always have everyone visible. And they just don't do the software that way. So I'll move it again to see what the top has. He's got 62,875 chips. So now I'm in 14th place. And I have the feeling I'm going to make it to the lights, under the lights. I have a feeling I'm going to get to the final table. Those feelings can be wrong, but they're not often wrong. Okay, he went all in, so I'm going to call that. All I have is an ace high. Well, the board has a pair of sevens, so I have an ace kicker. Okay, he had a 4, so that popped me down to 15th place. King Queen is a good hand. You gotta play your good hands. So if a 10 hits, I get a straight. Right now I have top pair, so that's worth a bet if someone else doesn't bet. So I'll bet. Maybe that'll scare one guy away. Probably Grinch will get scared. Maybe they'll both get scared. No, he didn't get scared. Oh shit, this is what you call a backdoor flush. So he checks, I'll just check and hopefully take it down. I took it down, yes baby. Okay, now I'm up to 11th place. And this is an elf fold arena. If you have any card and a deuce, the deuce is like not having a card. There's a funny saying that I forget who I heard it from online, but if you have two really worthless cards, they call that you're playing with cocktail napkins, meaning they're not even cards; they're just cocktail napkins. So when you have any card and a deuce, well, unless it's another deuce, you basically that deuce is a cocktail napkin. It's like you only have one card, and you're up against people with two cards. So it's basically an auto fold. Obviously, if you have two deuces, then you might consider set hunting. That's when you're looking to see the flop and catch a deuce catch a third. When you have a pair, catch a third of that denomination in the flop. And but really, I would only call, or I would never bet on a deuce if no one acted before me. I just see what the flop was. But if someone bet something and it came around to me and I was on the button, I would get to act last. I might consider calling the bet if it's not too big, but you would never bet a pair of deuces in my book anyway. Okay, so Jack six is a hand I hate, but I'm in the big blind, so my chips got shoved in for me, so I'll just check and I'll check again. Oh, he's only got 120 chips. So he'll do whatever, whatever he needs to. I obviously will call if he bets anything. He's not going to bet anything. He probably has an ace or something. Yeah. So he won a small pot. Not that small, 10,000. So now I'm in 12th place. So you should be able to see. Again, I can't see the first place because the stupid software hides it when it moves around. So that's still 64K roughly. So this is a heads up situation when you only have one opponent. So it's definitely good to call when you're in the small blind. So he's thinking he might raise it up, but we both have about the same size stacks. So he just checked. All right, so I'll check. He has position on me, meaning he gets to act after me. So he can rep things. He can make a bet repping that he's got a queen. And I'll probably fold because he has a chance of having it. And I know I don't have it. So he just checked. Oh, wow. So now I have a flush draw and a straight draw. So if a jack came, I'd have a 9-10 jack, queen, king. So I'll bet this because I got equity up the wazoo. And hopefully he'll just fold it. Also, I'm repping that I have at least one diamond. If I didn't have a diamond, no one, oh, good, he did fold. So now I'm in 10th place. So I'm working my way up, but it'll go up and down. So, okay, again, I got a 3 and a cocktail napkin. So I'll fold that with extreme prejudice. So I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling you'll get to see the lights come on in the final table. Now I'm in 9th place temporarily, just because of other tables have. Right now, when it gets down to 18 players, there'll only be 2 full tables of 9 each. So it's getting down there. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. gets kind of exciting when he gets closer and closer to the really big money. Like again, first place prize amount is 1.687 million play dollars. So that's nothing to sneeze at. And second place is 1,217,000. And third place is 890,000. I'd settle for any of those three places. But that's getting ahead of myself. Look, the software took number one away again. I hate that. It's just so silly. When there's only 19 left, it should just always have one at the top. Anyway, sorry to carp so much about that, but it's just annoying to have to manually flip it so you can see. There again, I gotta flip it manually to see. So that's just a bug. I mean, I consider that a bug. So the reason that happens is if I drop a spot, it'll leave this highlighted area where it is. So 11 I'll be in 11th, and that'll push one out of the window. So that happened. That just it's funny how I just told what could happen, and it just happened. So okay, pair of nines. Pairs are good. I mean, a pair of deuces isn't so hot, but pair of nines, I'll put some chips in for that one. So now we're still at 3 tables because we need to get rid of one player to have 18 players, and that'll be 2 full tables. So as you can see, we're not a full table here. Shice. Well, there's 2 people that think they're really good, so I'm gone. Oh wow, look at that! I would have had a 3 of a kind. I would have won that hand. Anyway, I'm trying to get to the final table. Well, now I have to move this again because now I drop down further. So okay, so Jack nine's not so hot. Now I'm not so sure I'm going to make the final table. But fortunes go up and down like the waves come in and out of the beach. So maybe I'll catch a wave again. Hang 10. Yeah, the big stacks are starting to throw their weight around. Wow. So Cute as Candy is now. Oh wow, Cute as Candy got a miracle straight at the end. So he'll have a big bunch of chips now. So okay, this I'm in the big blind, so I didn't put that in myself. So I will. No way am I going to bet 8,000 chips. I mean call. So I'm gone out of this one. This guy he'll probably hit the rail. That's a term for hitting. There in real life events, there's actually a railing that the players are playing inside of, and when you get knocked out of a tournament, you got to get outside the railing, the rail area. So yeah, he's gone. So that means, all right, other people are gone too now. So there's 17 left, and I'm at 12, and I've got a good hand, and I'm going to call this unless someone raises up to something ridiculous. All right, well, that's something ridiculous in my book. So I would have called the 2,000, but I'm not going to call 10,000 because he put in 12, but I already have 2 in, so that would have been I would have put 10 more in. Oh, again, I gotta fix this window manually so we can see how many chips the up top guy has. So he's got 92,000 chips. Not too stodgy. So let's see if I can make fly under the radar well enough to make the final table. These are the stacks that I could potentially bully, but people end up playing. Well, different players play different styles. I play pretty tight when I'm trying to ladder up, because if you're more patient than the impatient people get knock themselves out by making bad plays. So right now there's 8 players at this table. So that means the other table has 7 players because there's only 15 in all. Okay, look at that. I'm down to 13 out of 15. Two spots away from being caboose boy. That's when you're at the lowest and you have the least amount of chips. So it's kind of evening out at the bottom here. So I can't bully anyone. The guys at the top can bully if they want. That's where they put in enough chips to put you all in if you want to call. So they make you risk your tournament life to call. Okay, so Queen 9. No, that's not so hot. Yeah, so it's looking iffy, looking dicey whether you'll get to see the lights come on up top. But it's always a good feeling if when it does happen. I've gotten there enough to enjoy it. It never gets old because when you're the final 9 out of 440 entries, that's pretty good. All right, that's an easy. No brain cells were harmed in the making of this video, or the making of this one decision. So yeah, when it's bunching up, people are playing pretty tight. They're gonna, if they're not in the small blind or the big blind, they're just gonna fold unless they get a really good hand. So that's fine. That's what the same strategy I'm doing. So that's why it'll might take a little bit of time. Hope you don't get too bored. I'm not bored myself because I know I'm gonna come out with, okay, what are we up to in terms of the payout? Okay, the next payout is 216,000. So not too stodgy. So it doesn't tell you up here what the next payout is. It does tell you on the lobby, but I only am showing you the place list on the lobby because I wanted to have enough screen real estate for the table. So I would either only show the prize pool singular, or the places. 4 deuce. That is cocktail napkins, baby. So I'm getting some nice crap hands that are easy to fold. So in a way, I think that I'm getting some luck there. Because when you get a reasonable hand, you just don't want to fold it. But then you could vamoose from the tournament right in what I call a New York minute. All right, so, if I'd stayed in the hand and an ace or 6 came up, I'd have a straight. Ace to 5 would be as I was saying before, a wheel, and a deuce to 6. I mean, then I had made the mistake of calling a wheel a Broadway. A Broadway is an ace high straight. That's another fold. So now, well, I'm still at 13. So we've been at 15 players for a while. It's done a couple orbits on that. An orbit again is when the dealer button has gone around the table one time. So All right, I'm gonna get the big blind's gonna hit me next time because Grinch will be the dealer, and then this guy will be the small blind, and I'll be the big blind. So it chewed away 6 grand out of my 14 grand in chips, 14 K in chips. So that hurt me. Okay, now it's small enough to call that I should call because I gotta kind of try to protect these 6,000 chips and make them pay for me if possible. All right, I have what's called bottom pair, so that's a check. And any bet here I'm gonna fold. Okay, well no one bet, so hopefully they won't bet either now. So my eight might hold up, but we'll see. My pair of eights, that is. So I'm gone. So I would have either chopped that pot or won, depending on the kickers, which I forgot what my kicker was. So I'm kind of playing like a lamb instead of a lion, but I'm trying to get to that final. Now I am Caboose Boy. I'm in 15th spot. So I guess no lights tonight. Maybe I jinxed myself when I said I had a good feeling, but I did have a good feeling. I really did think I was going to get there. And I still could if I get really lucky. Because right now, I just have to pay antes until for a while. So right now the antes are 600. So I can do 4 antes and with folding. so so then I could hope that knockouts happen on the other table. All right, so this guy's all in. This Yeah, I gotta go. Goodbye. Okay, the ace of okay, so this guy's knocked out. So now I'll still be Caboose Boy at 13. So sometimes you're Caboose Boy and people just keep getting knocked. Oh, there you go. This is going all in. And so I'll cast my lot and see what happens. If you don't back pair of kings, you should be fired and never play poker again. So hopefully no one has a 9. So now I have 2 pair. Oh shit. Pardon my French. Oh, no one bet that, so no one has an ace probably. So this is looking good for me. Now maybe not. Let's see. We'll soon find out. Oh good, it is to me. So I pump up my stack. So now I'm not in last place anymore. Oh yes I am. Okay, pair of 9s, I'll play that. Maybe not. No, I think I'll not. Just because everyone has so many more chips than me. Right now it says I'm in 12th place. So someone at the Inman must be on the other table. So what do we have at this table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 players must be at the other table, and Inman must be one of them. So you can see next hand I'm gonna get the big blind, and that's gonna cream me. So I might as well call this because king is better than nothing. It's a king and a cocktail napkin, but we'll see what happens. So I got to call this. So I'm probably gone, but we'll see. It was a good run anyway. Yeah, 6%, 1.8%. Okay, I'm officially gone in 13th place. So it's been fun, and I'll have to show you the light some other day. Okay, take care.